What's good, YouTube? Welcome to another day in the bootcamp. If you are new to the channel, make sure you like and subscribe. If you would like to join my community, make sure you click the link in the description below and join the community. Today, we are going to be talking about your journey and how we as traders like to overcomplicate things. And it might seem like something you're not doing at the moment, but sometimes you don't realize what you're doing when you're inside it until you take a step out. And I want you guys to really just take a step out of whatever you're doing right now. It could be you working, it could be you trying to, transition into a day trader. It could be you day trading for a living and you're going for a rough patch, or whatever it is. We as traders overcomplicate things. We do not like simple approaches, and that's what's going to make you fail, guys. A lot of traders think that, oh, we have to overcomplicate the market because if we don't, what's going to happen is we might get faked out, or it's too easy for the markets. It's too easy. Like it's not as simple as this. But reality is, guys, it is as simple as that. A lot of us believe that the market has to be complicated because you got to be some sort of level of intelligence, or you have to be in smarter than other people in the world. Well, reality, it's not like that. You will see that a lot of successful traders, most of them don't even have degrees, most of them don't have the qualifications, and that's just how it is, guys. And the reason why they can do it, and the reason why we as traders, especially when the curse is that the longer you take, the longer you put into the market, the overcomplicated you make it. And that's like, putting more confluences into the markets, getting new ideas, putting new strategies in. I jumped from training as simple as break and retest, and I added double bottoms, double tops, and head and shoulders, which head and shoulders is one of my favorite strategy right at the moment. But from a simple break and retest, I've added all these things. What have I done? I've overcomplicated the journey, making it harder for myself. And so you would hear a lot of traders say that, when you start off, try and keep your charts as simple as possible. Don't add all these indicators on. Don't add, don't do whatever other people are doing. Like, try and keep it simple for yourself. And the way I look at it is, this market is a canvas. And this canvas, you have to portray your analysis in such a way that if a non-trader was looking at your charts, they will be able to understand. And that's how I analyze the markets. So I look at things as, okay, if I was sharing my charts to someone like you guys who are beginners, or even if, like, for example, you guys are just watching me, if I have to explain to you guys what's going on in the market, it should be as simple as you looking at the markets and me speaking over it and explaining what's going on. I shouldn't have to explain certain things like what is a fair value gap, what is supply and demand, or support and resistance. I should be able to explain it without saying those words. As traders, guys, we and it's gonna frustrate me, but we like to add these special words, these special things to make things seem like it is something amazing. When reality, a fair value gap is just another word of saying supply and demand, or area of interest, or POIs, right? Um, Something like liquidity could be lined up with around psychological level. Like, it doesn't have to always be, oh, this is a liquidity point, boom, 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 boom. Like, it doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to be as tough as this. Trend lines are very similar to liquidity levels, liquidity lines, right? And we like to overcomplicate things to make it seem like we're doing better. We understanding. We will add inducements, retracements. Retracements is like an inducement, right? Sorry, mitigation is like retracement. Inducement is basically a high is getting swept, liquidity sweep. And so, like, I can explain to you what happened here and why a market has gone down, right? Oh, this is trader number one that overcomplicates things. What they would say is, price came up here, early sellers came in because of these lows, right? Early sellers came in. We have built of liquidity. Build of liquidity right here. Cool. Build of liquidity right here. Okay. Okay, we're understanding. Build liquidity, price comes up, induces this high, comes down, mitigates. We then go and place a trade. Wow. Okay. Now here comes me with the most simplistic approach to the markets. Price forms, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and that's why the market is going down. Like, what trader A said is not wrong, but you've overcomplicated things. Adding in inducement, mitigation, internal breaker structure, all these little words is just to make you beginner traders feel like you need you're not there yet. You're not at their level. But reality is you guys are at the level. Don't follow them because they're overcomplicated things. Maybe for them it makes sense now because they've kind of like made themselves understand this language. Reality is it's just as simple as that, right? And you're gonna see this, like you're gonna catch on to a lot of traders say all these overcomplicated things. And it's funny because I was literally watching a trader the other day, and he took half an hour to explain a simple move which I could have explained in like 10 seconds, right? But the reason why they do that is because they want to make you feel like you don't know what you're doing and you should follow what they're doing, even though they're just adding all these special words. And I'm not taking a hit on any other trader out there. I'm just explaining to you guys because obviously I want to help you guys. Is as a beginner trader, you're going to realize that you will be a better trader in your first year rather than in your fourth or fifth year. I've been trading for 5 years and I've realized that I was a better trader my first year than my fifth year. Why? Because I went for a simplistic approach, an approach that makes sense, and I followed it and I stuck to it. And now through those years, I could have cut the 5 years. I could have been profitable way beyond like my third year. I could have been profitable within my first year. But what happened is I exposed myself to overcomplicating things. And when you overcomplicate things, it becomes tough. Things become very, very tough. You know, it's simple as like, for example, me, I could say, go and fill up this glass of water. Go to the tap, fill it up. But then I can overcomplicate it and say, go to the tap, make sure the water's cold, then switch on the tap, make sure the water's cold, then put the cup underneath, and then close the tap, move the thing, and it's like by then you've already forgotten what step number one is. Whereas if I just told you, can you go and fill up this glass of water, make sure the water's cold, can follow those instructions, you can go and follow that, and you can go and get that glass of water, right? And so using that analogy, it's the same thing in the market. If I told you, okay, the market's going up, what do? You find the lowest point in the market and buy in that marketplace, right? Same thing, if the market's going on downtrend, you find the highest point, sell, right? Obviously, it's not as simple as that. We find strategies, we find different approaches to the markets, but it's the same principle, okay? And so that's one side of overcomplicating it, right? That's one side of adding too many strategies, putting too many indicators and confusing yourself. The second part of overcomplicating your market is drawing way too many things. You know, sometimes if you guys, and this is just a tip, if you guys feel like right now your analysis, and guys, I'm also a victim of this, but we have to tap out of this, is where we hold in our weekly or monthly analysis on the charts. Like we hold it for too long. For example, if I had, let's just say, support, resistance over here, resistance over here, right, a level right there. Let's just say, for example, I'm not this kind of trader, but let's just say I had all these levels, right? Okay, boom, I have all these levels. Number one, this is how people will be looking at the charts. This is confusing. Well, for me, it is, at least, right? It's too many levels to look at. First of all, there's no reason to have this level over here because look how far price is. By the time price gets to this level, it'll probably be months or even weeks, right? Just delete it. Just clear it. Delete this. Clear it. Okay, maybe we can keep this, but just delete it anyways. You will, when price gets to the level, you will understand. I like to, and especially like with me, I use this button a lot. Remove 6 drawings. Just remove your drawings. Like every time you feel like, okay, the markets, I'm getting a bit overcomplicated, I'm forgetting what's going on, there's too many things going on, clear your canvas. Like literally, if you guys are looking at your charts right now and it's not looking as clear as 1 or 2 lines or 3 lines or 4 lines, maybe a few area of interest, maybe 1 or 2, you know, if it's not as clear as that, then you need to clear your charts. Like literally clear your charts, start again. You know, don't feel like, oh, I can't remove this because this is the best. You know, I used to draw trend lines And I used to be like, oh, this is an amazing trend line. Like, I'll do this, right? This is an amazing trend line. I'm not going to delete it, because if I delete it, I don't think I'll be able to do it again. But reality is, you can delete it and you could draw it again. You know, you can draw it again, especially if the more you practice, the better it will become. You can draw the exact same trend line again. It is what it is. You know, price broke trend line if you're a trend line trader. You can now delete it. Once you've understood that, and you know, you can delete it and it's move on from there. You don't actually have to always keep certain things. For example, like I will draw, let's say a Fibonacci, let's just say from, let's say here to here, right? And like I can see, okay, 61.8 extension price. Obviously, we did a big bearish engulfing. Price is now at my TP1. This is a clear indication that price is going down. Let's just say we were here, right? Move has been done. Just delete it, clear it. It's finished. It's done. Like, clear your charts. You don't have to have, oh, I'm gonna keep this fib level because it looks nice, and I think like it's really good setup, and I think that if I keep it here, it's gonna help me in the future to then know how to draw fib levels. No, clear the charts, practice. You know, you don't have to always have all these things in your charts. And so looking at it on your mindset level, guys, is if you are you know, trading in a room where it's all clogged up, right? If you're not have a clear space, what happens to your mind, guys? Your mind is confused, it's foggy, it doesn't want to, you can't find moves in the market. And so it's the same thing when it's trading, guys. It's exactly the same thing. You need to realize that your surroundings, your table, your charts, the way you live is going to affect your markets. If you don't clean your table, if you don't clear around you, if you don't set a designated workspace, you know, a lot of us will trade on the bed, will trade on the go to school, on the go to, you know, I know it's tough. I know it's tough. You know, I know that you can't always trade at home on a designated, especially if you go to 9 to 5. But if you can try organize your time and keep things as clear as possible, don't be stressed. Like if you just come back from work and you go straight on the markets and you didn't give yourself a break, what's going to happen is you're going to bring that level of stress, your level of emotion, your psychology is going to be all over the place, and you're going to look at the markets and everything's going to be blurry. Your vision is going to be blurry. What you need to do is clear that, clear the blurriness, and cut through the fog. And sometimes, if you don't trade, it's better than trading, especially when you're in that moment where you are looking at the markets and everything's foggy. So if you, let's say for example, you're looking at the markets and you've drawn like so many lines, like I'm just gonna quickly use the drawing tool, just get this. Let's say we've drawn all these lines, boom, high here, another high here, lows, 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 highs, 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 lows, 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 right? Slowly, can you guys see how messy this chart is now, right? Look at this chart right here, right? Every line is validated, every line makes sense, but it's super duper messy. Whereas when I reset and clear it, I can just start again. I can just look at, okay, do we need to, I'm a day trader, do I need to look at the start of December, like this area right here? Well, yes, I do. But do I need to look at this area? Not really. On the daily time frame, like, do I need to look at all the way back here? No, not really. I just need to look at this specific area right here. That's all I need to look at. Still have the drawing tool on, right? I don't need to look all the way back here and draw all my analysis all the way from up here to down here, right? You don't need to do that. Like, honestly, guys, you don't. And you want to like focus, like tunnel vision, focus on what's in front of you. Focus what's, like, for example, if I scale it, I'll probably only look at like from here to here. This is the only area I'll be looking at, because everything else is kind of nonsense for me at the moment. What I'm interested in is that price is coming down. We've got two liquidity points right here. We've got liquidity right here, liquidity right here, right? And I can actually remove the box, right? Because I visually know, I know that price is most likely going to, we already swept this liquidity. We already swept this liquidity right here. So it's like, I know, okay, next position, boom, down here. Next position, boom, down here. And so doing that, I've visually cleared, okay, I'm on a downtrend right now. We've gone down. We've created lower highs, right? Boom, boom, boom. Now that I understood that, I can remove that because I understood that I don't need to always keep it on my screen. All I can do now is, okay, where's my next area of interest? Well, we need to scale in and actually have a look. What's going on with this leg? Do I have any type of area of interest? Well, price looks like it's already retested some sort of level. You know, price looks like it's already retested this level right here, or we have some sort of support right here. So possibly price could come to like anywhere between here. You can see it's already tapped in. Okay, and then we could go for a sell. Simple. And now I don't like how simple my charts are. Like I haven't had, obviously I would add key levels and stuff like that, but just regardless, like look how simple my charts are, guys. It's very, very easy to understand. We don't have to have trend lines. Like you don't have to have, oh, we got a trend line over here or whatever it is, you know, trend lines are rubbish anyways, right? But let's just say we have all these liquidity breaker structures, boom, 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 all these random stuff, you know, all of that is like it's super complicated. Okay, guys. So what I want you guys to do today, and especially for your homework, is I just want you to go on your charts and just remove all your drawings, remove everything every week if you can. If you can do it every week, do it every week. Sometimes you don't have to do it every week, but if you can, do it every week. And if you ever feel like if you're going on a losing streak, sometimes just clearing the charts can get you out of that, because sometimes just you're hogging onto this strategy or this analogy or this analysis, and it's not really giving you the right move. So you just clear it, restart, do your analysis again. Maybe restart, take a break, come back, look at the charts and reanalyze the markets. That would help you a lot. And you'll see me do that a lot. You'll see that sometimes I'll have a bullish bias, and then as soon as the market is gone, you know, in a different direction, I clear my charts, I restart. Clearing your charts, guys, is like a blessing in the markets. It's like going on a blank canvas again, starting again. You know, a lot of us treat these tools as like permanent things. They're not permanent. We can move it around and it doesn't have to be correct. This is your analysis. This is your journey, and don't overcomplicate it. You know, set yourself simple goals, not hard goals. Don't try and think, okay, I'm going to turn this 100 to a million, or 100 to 1,000, or 100 to 100,000. Don't overcomplicate that like that. Just keep things simple. You know, watch my bootcamp videos again and again to get it, just to understand it. You will see that my strategy is very, very simple. And it's funny because people believe that this is so simple, it doesn't work. And reality is, guys, is my strategy is very, very simple. The reason why it will not work for you guys is if you overcomplicate things. If you treat things the way it is and you don't add things on, because we have a tendency as traders, we have a tendency as this is too easy. This is too simple. I need to, like in our brains are telling us we need to overcomplicate this. And that's why you lose. You need to cut away from that emotion of overcomplicating things and just go through with actually just keeping things simple and letting things be. If you can't see a setup, let it be. Let the market play on. Don't try and now scale in and try and make a setup. And I always say this to my traders as well. I'm going to say this to you guys as well. When you're trading, don't create a reaction. Trade after a reaction, okay? Don't trade impulsively. Wait for an impulsive move and then trade, okay? For example, don't look to sell at the tip of this point right here, okay? Because at the top of this point right here, this was a bullish candlestick. There was no reason for you to sell. So you're never ever going to get entries within this tip right here, okay? You're never going to get entry over there. However, be patient, wait for a move, right, where we see, okay, boom, price slowly, okay, cool. We have a move right here, okay, we can see that this is a retracement. This right here is some sort of retracement. So what do? We get a Fibonacci tool out. We see, boom, boom, 61.8. Okay, bearish engulfing, cool. We trade right here. So, right, stop loss over here, take profit all the way down here. Okay, let's just say. Now we've just hit tape TP. However, we kept it very, very simple. Okay, kept it very, very simple. And what did we do? We waited. We were patient. Yes, you missed out on all these pips here. However, we had a greater chance where price just went straight to our target, right? Yes, we had some sort of retracement, but price went towards our target and it was a good trade. So you guys need to realize and understand that you don't need to overcomplicate your journey at all. You don't need to overcomplicate your charts. You don't need to overcomplicate anything in life. Like, this is just a valuable life lesson. Don't overcomplicate anything. Like, keep things as simple as possible, because sometimes simple is better than having all these different things. Okay, on your charts, keeping things simple is clear. It's it's right most of the time. You know, it's fine. You know, doing all the other things, it's like, yeah, it might make sense in your brain, but when you have to now, but let's say you finish your session, you come back next day, and you look at the charts, you're now overwhelmed with all these different things you got to remember, and you got to do this and that, and it's like, it's super confusing. And so even like after session, you can just quickly, okay, I'm just gonna remove my charts, everything, and keep it simple. Like, even me, like when I have my indicators on, which, if I just go on my object tree, when I have my indicator on, you can see I just have one indicator. Sometimes I have two, sometimes I have one, but majority of the time you'll see like I have one indicator. Like, I don't need to have all those indicators on to overcomplicate my market, because it just makes the market harder to read, and you don't want to do that. You want to make the market as simple to read, and the market itself gives you so much data already. Why are you going to add on things to make it more difficult? Why are you going to add all these different indicators? Yes, they can give you, first of all, indicators are very much delayed. Any indicator you use are going to give you a late reaction. By the time it tells you a signal or tells you that this is happening, it's already happened, right? So the indicator's already delayed as it is, and you as a trader, you've already got so much data coming out of these charts and these markets. The last thing you want to do is create more things for yourself to analyze, because what you'll realize is the more things you add on, the more contradicting your analysis becomes. You then get confused whether, oh wait, am I bullish, am I bearish, am I going up, am I going down? Like, I don't know. And so you're going to overcomplicate yourself, and then you're going to get to a level where in your brain you're confused. You're like, I don't even know what to do no more. Like, the charts look so hard. And now what you've done is you've made the market super duper difficult for yourself. You don't want the market to be difficult. You want the market to be as easy as possible. And listen to me, guys. In order for you to keep your markets as simple as possible is by keeping it as simple as possible. I will not even have as many as maybe 10 things on my charts, right? Number one, indicator. Number two, three, maybe three key levels, two area of interest, a target, and that's pretty much it, really. And then obviously like breaker structure or liquidity levels, and then that's it. I'm done, right? I'm not gonna add too many things, and I can show you my charts like GU, right? Simple, very, very simple. Like, I'll just go on the 2-hour chart quickly. Like, very, very simple. Yeah, we have liquidity points here, but like, they're not on my vision right now, so I don't need it. Cool, simple. GJ, simple, right? Very, very simple. Like, this is easy to read. XAUSD, simple, right? Not that many things on my chart. You can see we were in a consolidation. Price, came up. I missed this signal right here, which I showed my Discord server. I missed this signal right here, but we moved on and we got this signal right here. Continuation. Cool. What else? Euro USD. I think that was the chart we were looking at just now. USD CHF, like, simple, cool. I had the setup, clearly setup didn't work. Just remove it. Boom. Boom. Clearly didn't work. Okay. Euro JPY, I don't think I have anything over here. Literally just one key level. Oh no, two. Oh no, I do have analysis. There we go. Yep. Simple analysis. Simple, simple, simple. USD JPY. I don't think I even have this chart, right? AD USD. Simple. Literally one box telling me that when price gets here, if it gets to here, which I doubt it would, but if price gets here, trade. But obviously didn't even tap into there. We obviously came down to this level right here. So it's like you need to, and I'll just probably delete this because it's like the area of interest is gone. So you need to just realize that all my charts, like whatever I say to you guys, I actually do. It's simple. I don't try and like, even if I do see like, okay, the market's getting a little bit overcrowded, it's getting too much, okay, let me clear the charts. And same with like my setup. Like I don't like to have clutter on my table. So I like to clear it out. I like to keep everything clear, keep everything simple. Like the only thing I have is a pen and paper, I have my keyboard, everything else, and it's that's it. And then obviously a glass of water, simple. And that's it, guys. That's literally it. I don't overcomplicate anything in my life. And even with your when you go to the gym or when you do anything, right, we tend to overcomplicate things, make things harder. Like in the gym as well, like it's simple as just lift the weights, do whatever you need to do. Now obviously the gym guys are going to say, no, you can't do this, do whatever, but the reality is, guys, is that keep things simple in trading, keep things simple within your trading space, keep things simple within your mind, and you're going to realize that simplicity is the key to success. When you overcomplicate things, it's going to get tough, it's going to get harder, and you're making your own journey harder. That's all it is. You're literally making your own journey harder, and it's going to be it's going to make your journey a little bit less enjoyable. You want to enjoy your journey as much as possible. You want to make sure you have fun within your journey, and so overcomplicating things will make things difficult and make it boring and make it tough. So on that note, guys, I want you guys to go on your charts, clear it, clear everything. Try and keep everything as simple as possible. And let me know in the comments down below if it actually helps you. If you are losing, clear your charts. If you are having a rough time finding your buyers, clear your charts. If you have too many things on your charts, remove the things you don't need anymore. Remove the things that are not necessary. If you can just remember it in your brain, it's fine. And so go on your charts, remove everything, and let me know how it goes. Let me know how it is when it comes to your journey, and let me know how it helps you in your journey. Because I can tell you guys, I tell all my traders out there as well, like just clear your charts. Like every time someone tells me, oh, I hit a loss, okay, let me see your charts. Okay, I know what went wrong. You have too many things on your charts. It's simple. Like it's literally simple as that. So guys, that's pretty much it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed, make sure you like the video, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow, guys. Yep. See you later, guys.